sambung we want to talk about the more difficult questions yang berkaitan dengan quadratic equations, dan let's start with this question number 8 lah. Okay, so question number 8, okay, yang berkaitan dengan sum of roots and product of roots. Okay, so saya berpindah kepada ini untuk memberi sedikit nota. Okay, so forming, ini adalah membentuk. Okay, forming quadratic equations. Okay, now when we are forming quadratic equations, sebenarnya ada satu template tau. Okay, there is a template atau satu acuan yang biasanya kita selalu pakai. Okay, and the template is in terms of the sum of roots or the product of roots. So the template for a quadratic equation is x squared minus, oh no, kenapa ada squared, minus, okay, sum of roots. Okay, x plus, and then the other one is the product of roots, and then lepas itu sama dengan 0. Okay, so ini kita punya template. So kalau yang soalan yang senang, if it is an easy question, all you need to know is that the sum of roots and the product of roots, kita cari nombor itu dan kita kasih masukkan saja. Okay, for example, if the sum of roots is 2 and the product of roots is 6, contohnya lah. Okay, so my quadratic equation will be x squared minus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. Kita masukkan 2 di sum of roots, kita masukkan product of roots sama dengan 6. Okay, this is the simple, the starting point lah. Kita mula dengan fahaman ini dahulu. Okay, we need to know that the number ada maksud tau. It's not just random number yang kita campak di dalam satu equation. It's not that. Okay, dia ada nombor itu. And so we need to talk about sum of roots. Okay, so let me give you an example of a quadratic equation. Keluarkan calculator dan kasih EQN this equation for me. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Kasih EQN, bagi tahu saya ini. X sama dengan berapa? X sama dengan berapa?
X equals to 3 and 2.
Okay, X equals to 3 and X equals to 2. Kalau menurut kita punya EQN. So ini dua nombor ini dikenali sebagai our roots. This is the root. Okay, and do you notice that 3 plus 2 is 5, which is the sum of the roots. And 3 times 2 is 6, which is the product of the roots. Kan? So the sum of the roots, sum is hasil tambah, product is hasil darab. So there is a meaning tau, ada maksud di sebalik, oh ini kita cari EQ ini kan begini. Itu semua adalah roots. Dengan menggunakan roots, saya boleh membentuk a quadratic equation. Okay, let me go to a slightly more difficult one lah. Let's say, okay, saya dapat x equals to A and x equals to B. Can I form a quadratic equation? Can. Saya guna template yang sama saja. Cuma saya tidak tahu nilai A dan B lah. Doesn't matter. Okay, I can still do x squared minus, tetap minus guys, tetap minus. Okay, jangan tukar. What is my sum of the roots? My sum of the roots is A plus B, hasil tambah. Okay, and then x, tengok balik itu Anwar. Okay, now x squared minus sum of the roots x plus, what is my product of the roots? Plus my product of the roots, satu root adalah A, another root is B, so my product of roots is A times B equals to 0. Okay, saya boleh buat ini kan dengan any root sebenarnya. Yang penting kan we need to know what is the template. Okay. And again, like I said before lah, okay, soalan ini, sekarang saya menjelaskan dan mungkin kamu, oh saya faham. And then lepas itu 2 jam kemudian bila kamu mau jawab soalan, silakan, alamak saya lupa. Okay, it comes with practice. You need to practice and practice and practice and practice. Okay, now let's go into the question. Dia cakap, the sum of the roots and product roots for the equation is this, okay, is 5 over 2 and 3 over 2. Find the values of h and k. Okay, so let me come back to this. 4x squared, saya lupa sudah soalannya. 4x squared minus hx plus k. Okay, minus hx plus k equals to 0. And then the roots are, what is the roots? 5 over 2 and 3 over 2. Okay, 5 over 2 and 3 over 2. Okay, now kita jangan dulu tengok ini. Kita stop dulu. Kita buat dulu apa yang kita boleh buat. We can form the quadratic equation. We form dulu. Okay, so x squared minus, what is the product of the roots? 5 per 2 tambah 3 per 2. Okay, tambah.
8 per 2.
Dan 8 per 2 is
4.
yeah, 4x, okay, plus, what is my product of the roots? 5 kali 3, 15 per 4 equals to 0. Okay, now saya kasih banding, saya kasih banding ini, x squared tolak 4x tambah 15 per 4 sama dengan 0. Okay, tell me bolehkah saya membandingkan dua-dua ini? Okay. Obviously the answer is cannot. Kenapa tidak boleh? Sebab kita punya x squared, nombor di depannya tidak sama. Kan? Macam mana you mau bandingkan? So we have to make it the same. So the best is kita ubah ini yang di bawah supaya ini boleh jadi 4. Kita darab dengan 4 kesemuanya. So what will we get? 4x squared minus 16x plus 15 equals to 0. Okay, ini darab 4 akan jadi 4. 4 darab 4, 16. 15 over 4 times 4, 15. Okay. Now kita bandingkan ini dan ini. Mari kita bandingkan. Kita kasih tindih saja. Kan? Kalau kita kasih tindih, 4 and 4. Negative h, negative 16. Satu kali kamu tengok, kau boleh bagi tahu sudah. H sama dengan 16. So kau bandingkan saja. You're just comparing. And k equals to 15. Okay? Tidak susah kan sebenarnya. It's not that difficult lah. The only thing that you need to remember is the template. Ini template dan fahaman tentang sum of roots, product of roots ini. Itu yang penting. Okay? Apa-apa root yang kamu cari you can find a quadratic equation. Okay? Cuma sometimes dia complicated macam ni lah. Kalau ada pecahan macam ni kan, biasanya kita mau kasih cantik lah. Okay? So let's say for example let me give you another one. Okay? X equals to 5 over 3 and x equals to 3. Sum of the roots, product of the roots. Okay, kali ini saya tidak ubah. Sum of the roots, 44 over 21. Product of the roots. juga. 5 over 7. Oh yeah, okay. 5 over 7. So we put it into our template. X squared minus 44 over 21x plus 5 over 7 equals to 0. Okay. Let's say we have this kind of quadratic equation. Lepas kita masuk dalam template bahkan terus kita dapat macam ni. Tidak cantik bahkan. Okay, tidak cantik. So kita hilangkan yang pembawah itu dengan mendarab, we multiply with the bigger number. Okay, jangan darab dengan 7. Okay, kita darab dengan 21. So what we will get is 21x squared minus 44x. Okay, kalau kau tekan 44 over 21 times 21, you akan dapat 44 lah. Okay, how about this? 5 over 7 times 21, how much will you get? Coba tekan. Five over 7. Sorry, 16.
15.
Oh, 15. Yeah, okay, you will get 15. Okay, equals to 0. Cantik sudah kamu punya quadratic equation kan, one baris. Tiadalah pecahan-pecahan yang bikin susah hati itu. Okay, so ini tipsnya. If you get, lepas kamu buat template-template ini kan, then you get the quadratic equation yang ada pecahan-pecahan macam ni. Kasih darab dulu nombor yang paling besar. Okay, usually ya dia akan settle sendiri itu. Okay, usually dia akan settle sendiri. So multiply with the bigger number. What if lah? Okay, what if, ini pun satu hypothetical situation. X squared minus 3 over 2x plus 5 over 7. Macam ni. Okay. Kita pegang kepada what we have known. Multiply by the biggest number first. The biggest number is 7. Okay, so kita darab dengan 7. 7x squared minus 21 over 2x plus 5 sama dengan 0. Tapi ya, masih lagi ada pecahan di sana. Okay, so it's okay. Darab sekali lagi dengan 2. Kan? Kita mau kasih hilangkan semua ini. So kita darab dengan 2. Tadi kita darab dengan 7, now we multiply by 2. And we will get 14x squared minus 21x plus 10 equals to 0. Cantik sudah. Okay, so jangan khawatir, don't be scared if your sum of the roots or product of the roots kan keluar nombor yang pelik-pelik macam tu. It's okay. Okay, in order to make it one nice straight line yang tiada pecahan, we just multiply with the biggest number. So that's this first question settled, question number 8. The other question that I wanted to do was in paper 2. Okay, paper 2 is sorry, this nope. Okay, this one. Ini the roots again. Okay, so ini adalah soalan yang lebih lazim. If alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, this one. Okay, then dia suruh kamu form a new quadratic equation yang ada roots baru. Okay, so let us, kita pisah-pisahkan dulu ini soalan. There is two quadratic equations involved. Okay, you are given the old quadratic equation and kamu disuruh untuk mencari new quadratic equation. Okay, so mari kita tengok. Apakah the roots of the old quadratic equation? Okay, the old quadratic equation is this: 2x squared minus 5x minus 14. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Okay, fine. 2x squared minus 5x plus 14 equals to 0. 2x squared minus 5x minus 14. Sorry. Minus, apa ini? Okay. Minus 14 equals to 0. Okay. Dan dia cakap, the roots are alpha and beta. Okay, but alpha and beta pun boleh lah. Alpha and beta. Okay. Manakala the new quadratic equation yang kita mau cari, the roots are alpha over 4 and beta over 4. Okay, alpha over 4, beta over 4. Okay, kita senaraikan dulu semua ini, put it in a nice jadual. Okay, now, if the roots are alpha and beta, okay, that means the sum of the roots is alpha plus beta. Kan? Kita kasih campur dua-dua. We talked about this earlier just now. Di sini, Nina. Kan? Kalau dia adalah A dan B, the sum of the roots is A plus B lah. Kan? Okay. And the product of the roots is alpha times beta. Okay, I'm going very slowly with this question because I'm not saying that this question is going to come out, but I'm saying that this question is a very important question. Okay, sama ada dia keluar dalam kamu punya PS2 atau tidak, saya tidak tahulah. Tapi dia memang soalan yang sangat penting. And that's why I wanted to have one class just to talk about this kind of question. Okay, now kita tengok the new quadratic equation. The sum of roots is alpha over 4 plus beta over 4. Product of roots is alpha over 4 times beta over 4. which is alpha beta over 16. Ini adalah alpha tambah beta over 4. Okay, saya kasih gabungkan asal dia punya pembawa adalah sama. Okay, take it slow. Now the problem is, apa nilai alpha tambah beta? Apa nilai alpha beta? Kan, okay, so kita kembali kepada the old equation first. Take a look at this. Adakah ini memenuhi, is this the same as our template? Go back to our template. Ni lah template kita. Okay, sorry, zoom. Okay, this is our template. X squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots equals to 0. Dia tidak kan? Kenapa dia tidak? Sebab ada nombor 2 di depan. So kalau tadi kan kita kasih hilangkan pecahan dengan mendarab semua bahkan. Now kita kena wujudkan balik itu pecahan. Sebab if we want to find SOR, POR, kita mesti ikut template kita. Okay, our template. Okay, selalu rujuk kepada template. Our template is x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. Okay, ini sama ini belum lagi ngam sebab ada nombor 2 di depan sini. So what do we need to do? We need to change the 2x squared minus 5x minus 14 equals to 0 supaya dia mirip dengan template kita. And how do we change it? Kita bahagi semua dengan 2. Supaya x squared minus 5 over 2x minus 14 bagi 2, 7. So dia nampak macam kita punya template sudah kan? Okay, saya tulis balik template x squared minus SORX plus POR equals to 0. So daripada sini kamu nampak sudah SOR kita adalah 5/2. So SOR is 5 over 2. Our product of roots is ini plus, ini minus. So kita kena ambil minus equals to minus 7. Oh. Okay. Now, since we have the value of alpha and beta, alpha plus beta and alpha beta, bolehkah kita gantikan ini ke dalam sini dan ini ke dalam sini? Sebab ini adalah alpha tambah beta. Ini adalah alpha beta. Kan? So my new sum of the roots is 5 over 2 bahagi 4. Dan ini adalah product of roots is negative 7 over 16. Kan? So, can somebody calculate this for me please? 5/2 bahagi 4. It should be 10 maybe? Is it 10? 5/2 bahagi 4. 10 kan? Okay, it's 10. Okay. So we can form the new quadratic equation. So kita ada nombor sudah. The sum of roots is 10. The product of roots is negative 7 over 16. So the quadratic equation will be x squared minus sum of roots. Oh no, sorry. Kenapa dia jadi kosong? X squared minus 10x. Okay. Tapi ini minus 7 over 16 bahkan. So plus negative 7 over 16 equals to 0. Okay. Saya kasih settle ini dua lah because plus and minus. So bila kita gabungkan x squared minus 10x minus 7 over 16 equals to 0. Tapi tidak cantikkan sebab ada pecahan. X squared minus 10x minus 7 over 16 equals to 0. How do we hilangkan the pecahan? Multiply everything by 16. So 16x squared minus 160x minus 7 equals to 0. Siap. Okay, this is the new quadratic equation. Okay, now cadangan saya to all of you lah. Okay, cadangan saya kepada kamu semua adalah especially this question. Ini adalah soalan sangat popular. Okay, buat all quadratic equation, korek semua maklumat daripada sana, new quadratic equation, masukkan information from the old quadratic equation to the new one. Okay, this is a good question to practice. Okay, dengan syarat under the condition that you understand the template. Okay, the template works to help us. Okay, dua-dua kali ni kita guna template. Okay, mengira old quadratic and new quadratic. Okay, ini adalah, this is from yesterday, but I'm just going to answer this lah. So diagram 3 shows a graph of function y equals to mx plus p squared plus q. Okay, remember that this is the vertex form, not the general form. Di mana these two numbers dengan ini ada kaitan. Okay, so if you take a look at this, one time you see, you already know. Okay, one time you see, you already know that P equals to -3 and Q equals to -6. Sebab Q ini adalah the same number as the Y coordinate. P is the same number as the X coordinate, except that you have to change the sign. Okay, X coordinate saja. Okay, only the X coordinate. Okay, kena tukar tanda. Okay, be very careful with this. The X coordinate saja yang kamu kena tukar tanda. Okay, over there. So now the problem is the M. How do we find the M? Okay, so that is what this, itulah gunanya titik ini. Titik ini adalah 0 dan 12. X adalah 0, Y adalah 12. So can I substitute Y equals to M X minus 3 squared plus, minus 6. Okay, saya gantikan P di sini, saya gantikan Q di sini. So I'll get this. Okay, then I substitute the Y and the X. Y adalah 12, X adalah 0 kan? So M 0 minus 3 squared minus 6. Okay, so kita pindahkan 12 pergi sebelah, 18 equals to M. 0 minus 3 squared will give you 9. And so M will be equals to 2. Okay, so ini adalah soalan yang agak standard. This is a pretty standard question, both in paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, dia usually, this is only 4 marks lah. Okay, satu markah, ganti dengan betul satu markah, M yang betul satu markah. Okay, so look at this, people. Both these questions are 4 marks each. Okay, both these questions are 4 marks each. Tetapi sepertinya it looks like question B kan macam begini saja. Kamu nampak, kamu tahu jawapan. Tiada jalan kerja yang banyak. There's not really that much jalan kerja yang terlibat. Okay, berbanding dengan soalan A tadi kan yang putar belit sini dan sana mau. Okay, yang putar belit sini dan sana mau ini kan. Yeah. So sometimes it can be like that. Sometimes the 4 marks kan tinggal like that sajalah. Okay, like that terus kau dapat 4 marks. But sometimes it is complicated, a little bit more complicated lah. Kamu kena banding sini, banding sana. Okay, but again, don't worry so much about the marks lah. Make sure that kemahiran itu yang kamu ada. Alright, let's talk about your, kita habis sudah. I think there's no more soalan yang melibatkan this one kalau saya tidak salah tengok. I want to talk about the rest of the homework. Okay, so ada yang minta saya jawapan kemarin. So I will give you the jawapan for the entire thing after this class is over lah. Okay, so we have answer 1A, B, C. Okay, D. D is the one that we have answered. Okay, D, if alpha and beta are the roots again, okay, form a quadratic equation with these new roots again. Okay, so I'm going to help you with this. Kita guna template yang sama macam tadi. Okay, alpha beta. The equation is x squared minus 8x plus 5. Okay, so saya tukar ini. X squared minus 8x plus 5 equals to 0. Nah, ini cantik sudah because dia ikut kita punya template. Kan tiada nombor di depan. There's no number in front of x squared. So very cantik sudah. Okay. And then they say that the roots are alpha and beta bahkan. Okay, so same like just now lah, alpha and beta. Okay, so sekali pandang, you should be able to tell me what is my sum of roots and what is my product of roots. Okay, rujuk kepada ini. Refer to this. Okay, tell me what is my sum of roots, tell me what is my product of roots. Now, my new quadratic equation, yang itu yang saya mau carilah kan. Okay, tapi dia bagi tahu in the question, what is the roots? The roots is 3 alpha and 3 beta. Okay, so kita letak dulu. The roots are 3 alpha and 3 beta. So, what is my sum of the roots? My sum of the roots is 3 alpha plus 3 beta. Saya faktorkan keluar 3 darab alpha tambah beta. Okay, yang saya boleh dapat jawapannya daripada sini. Kan? The product of the roots. The product of the roots is 3 alpha times 3 beta, which is equals to 9 alpha beta. And I can get the value of alpha beta from here. Kan? So, lepas kamu dapat the SOR and the POR yang baharu, okay, sorry, lepas kamu dapat SOR, POR yang baharu, then you can form the quadratic equation dengan menggunakan the template that we've been using since just now. Since just now. Okay, so use this template again. Okay, use this template again. So saya kasih petua sampai sana sajalah. Okay, please try this question on your own. Okay, of course I will give you the answer, don't worry. Okay, ini sudah. Okay, question number 2. Alright, this one. Salah satu punca, one of the roots of the quadratic equation is 3 times the other. Find the roots and the value of m. Okay, so ini ada complicated sikit, tapi kita cuba. 3x minus 8x plus m. Okay, 3x squared minus 8x plus m equals to 0. Okay, first things first. Kita kasih ubah dulu pergi template kita. Otherwise, no point. Okay, ada nombor 3 di depan, bahkan kita tidak mau. So what do? We divide everything by we divide everything by 3. So divide by 3 ya. So x squared minus 8 over 3x plus m over 3 equals to 0. Biarlah tidak cantik, yang penting ikut kita punya template. It needs to follow our template. Otherwise yang SOR, POR itu kan tidak boleh itu. Okay, it needs to follow our template. Now, dalam soalan dia bagi ayat ini. Okay, one of the roots, okay, is 3 times the other. Salah satu daripada punca adalah 3 kali punca satu lagi. Okay, so kita kena, this one dia tidak bagi kita roots. Okay, so kalau kamu nampak macam ini, what this means is the first root is alpha and the second root bukan beta, the second root is 3 times alpha. This is what it means. Okay, our roots are now alpha plus 3 alpha. So what is my sum of roots? My sum of roots is alpha plus 3 alpha, which is 4 alpha. And my product of roots is alpha times 3 alpha, which is 3 alpha squared. Kan? Okay, let's compare our sum of roots, product of roots kepada template kita. Okay, we know that this is the sum of the roots. And we know that this is the product of roots. So I can say that 4 alpha equals to 8 over 3. And 3 alpha squared equals to m over 3. Disebabkan template kita guys. Disebabkan template kita. X squared minus SORX plus POR. Okay, so we are taking information from both sides and making it the same. Okay, so that we can answer this question. Okay, so from here kita boleh cari alpha sudah. Okay, saya tidak akan tunjuk sampai sini lah. Okay, kita boleh cari alpha, gantikan alpha ke dalam sini to find the value of n. Okay, sedikit lagi saya mau terjawab sudah ini soalan. Baru saya ingat, this is actually a latihan. So yes, please answer this on your own. Okay, find the alpha and find the value of n. Okay, you will notice that especially time exam ini kan, saya akan banyak menekankan cara inilah. Okay, cara ini lepas tu saya bandingkan dengan saya punya template. Remember the template. Most important thing is that. Okay, let's continue. Ini sudah. Okay, I want to go to this one. Sketch the graph. Okay, sketch the graph ni sangat penting ni ya. X squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, sketching the graph. Okay, sketching the graph adalah soalan yang menggunakan semua. Okay, sketching graph is a soalan yang menggunakan semua yang kamu pelajari kemarin, yesterday, especially yang mau menukarkan dia punya persamaan pergi vertex form. X squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, so fx equals to x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, so in order to sketch the graph, we need to have a bit of information, a lot of information, a few information about points yang kita perlukan. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to recognize that this is general form. Okay, so what can we take from the general form? Okay, we can take a few things. X equals to 0, find the value of fx. Fx equals to 0, x sama dengan berapa? Ini yang kita boleh ada. We can find the coordinates. Okay, let's start with this number 1 first. Okay, number 1. When x equals to 0, okay, saya dapati fx equals to 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 8. So we will get minus 8. Okay, so we have one coordinate, 0 and minus 8. Itu satu. Okay. Second one is when fx equals to 0. So 0 equals to x squared minus 2x minus 8. And this looks familiar to us kan? Ini adalah soalan yang kita boleh EQN. Can you EQN this please? What is the two values of x?
4 and negative 2.
Okay, 4 and negative 2. So I'm going to do the wayang step now macam biasa. X tolak 4, x tambah 2 equals to 0. But this tells us another two important information tau. Okay, it tells us that 4 and 0 is one coordinate. Negative 2 and 0 is another coordinate. Okay, so let me put it into the graph. Okay, so let's say my graph is like this. Okay, I know that 0, negative 8. 0, negative 8 maybe somewhere here lah. Okay, sini. 0, negative 8. Okay, ini satu. The other one is 4 and 0 and negative 2 and 0. So 4 is here. And then negative 2 is here. So this is 1 point. This is 1 point. Okay, you know what? Saya kasih pindah dulu ini lah. So this is 10 and negative 8. Sorry, 0 and negative 8. Okay, saya ada 3 titik sudah. I just need one more. And how do I find the one more? I have to change the general form, change to vertex form. Vertex form ini kita belajar kemarin. Okay, yang kita guna completing the square. Okay, so saya cepat-cepat kasih tunjuk sebab kita kesuntukan masa. 2x minus 8. So this will be x squared minus 2x plus negative 1 squared minus negative 1 squared minus 8. Okay, if you watched the video yesterday, you will know how I got this lah. Okay, kalau kamu tidak tengok, then salah saya juga kalau kau tidak tengok. Okay, x minus 1 squared. Okay, minus 9. Yeah, minus 9. Okay, so when we have done this, Okay, when we have done this, then we know that there is a point. Kan? Ada titik di sini ni. Koordinat X ni adalah 1. Remember, dia mesti terbalik daripada yang di dalam kurungan. And at the bottom is negative 9. So let's plot it into here. 1 is over here. Sini 1. Negative 9. 1 lagi di bawah sini. Begini. Okay. And so you know that the shape of the graph is either U or it's either N. Bahkan kamu tengoklah plot-plotnya. Nampak macam huruf U. And this is what we call the minimum point. Maksudnya tidak boleh sambung sudah. So it will be like this. Okay, it will look something like this. Okay, so the 3 steps to sketch the graph. Okay, from the general form, okay, we letak x equals to 0, cari koordinat fx. We letak fx equals to 0, cari koordinat x, and we always expect 2x answers. Usually lah. Okay, usually jawapan x kamu adalah 2. And then the third thing is, kita kena buat completing the square. Okay, completing the square untuk mencari the minimum or the maximum value. Okay, baru kita boleh lukis kita punya graph. So this is fx and this is x. Lengkap sudah kita punya graph ini. Except that the question has one other thing lah, one last thing. Dia cakap state the equation. State the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. Okay. Now in yesterday's class, I already mentioned this. How do you write the answer for axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry, okay, is x equals to, then the coordinate x, yang titik minimum, which is 1. Okay, so the axis of symmetry is 1. X equals to 1. So all equations of axis of symmetry, kalau asal kamu nampak ini kan, persamaan paksi simetri, equation of axis of symmetry, okay, at least pada form 4 level, dia selalu bermula dengan x sama dengan, and then whatever the coordinate of the minimum or the maximum, this one is lah. Okay, say for example inilah, katakan ini ya, let's say this one is 2 and negative 4. Okay, so the equation of axis of symmetry is x equals to 2. Siap. Okay, garis begini, x equals to 2. Itu adalah equation of axis of symmetry. Okay, and I think I have covered almost everything lah. Okay, almost everything in this chapter, walaupun dalam masa 2 hari. Okay, we took a very long time with this chapter tau, mau dekat 3 bulan lah. Okay, we studied this chapter for almost 3 months. Okay, and I have to ringkaskan dalam masa 2 bulan, 2 jam. Okay, so just a reminder, as your ulang kaji homework lah, kesemua soalan nombor 1, which is yesterday and today, okay, except for question E, so ini saya sudah jawab dalam video. Okay, so A, B, C, D, and then the second one is question A and B. Number 2, question A and B. Okay, sebab question C saya sudah jawab habis. And then number 3, question A and B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 soalan. Okay, 8 questions. Anggaplah sebagai ulang kaji. Okay, untuk kamu punya PS2 for next week.